Hi, welcome to Rick Snider's Washington with my exclusive series here on YouTube only. So make sure you subscribe for me. Would appreciate it. We're trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. All right, today's topic, Darrell Green versus Deion Sanders. Match race, 40 yards today. Okay, not back in the day, today. I would pay cash money to see this. And I know who I think would win. I don't think it would be close, to be honest. But I've been lucky. I covered both guys. When they were at the Washington Redskins. I did 10 years every day with Darrell Green. I did only the 1 year with Deion Sanders when he came. I liked Prime. I thought he was a funny, interesting guy. Loved Darrell. Still talk to him. I have two friends in the game here. But I think they're two of the fastest guys we ever saw. When you look at the stats, and people know how much I love stats, you bunch of nerds, a lot of those were comparable. I mean, they both were first-round picks. They both had 2 Super Bowl rings. They both were on the 90s All-Decade team. They were both on the 100th anniversary team. So we're not saying one of them isn't good enough. I mean, they're both, and they were both known as just fastest things. Deion had a second career as a baseball player, but Darrell's other career was on the track beforehand. He could have been a pro track runner, Olympian, that kind of thing. He was that fast. He was a 10-time All-American in college. His fastest time in the 100 was 10.08. That's going pretty good. And the 200 was 20.5. The 400 was 45.9, which means if he ran that for a mile, he would have been like a 3.5-minute mile guy. So Darrell could roll. And at 50 years old, Darrell ran a 40 again, where he was 4.43. Not bad. That's still good for a guy who's 20 years old. Darrell turned 60 last year. Said he was going to run the 40. He probably, he said he hasn't. I don't know. I have a feeling Darrell ran the thing and he probably ran it in like 4.6 and didn't like the number. But, Darrell retained faster. He and Deion are both still in great shape. So it's not like they all got old and fat, But Darrell is now 61. Deion is 53. So Deion's got a little bit of a younger age on him. He's out there coaching now in the colleges. So I don't know how much he's running around. I think if they both trained, took it seriously, I know who would win. Statisticbrain.com, never heard of this, but okay, they have a thing out that said Darrell Green's number would be a 4.15 in his prime, and Deion's would be 4.21, which is a breath apart. Anything under 4.2 is unheard of, and they had a couple other guys on their list. Bo Jackson, remember him? Played baseball and football until he got hurt. Man, Bo is unbelievable in both these. He would be a 4.13, which beats Darrell. And Bo's this huge dude versus Darrell's, as he says, is an itty-bitty guy. That's pretty impressive with Bo. And Usain Bolt, the Olympian, fastest man on earth, fastest ever. He's a 4.22 in the 40, they believe. He doesn't run a 40, but that's what the stats say. All right, so who wins? We line them up, maybe out of George Mason University, where Darrell is working as a, in administration there in sports. And the gun goes up. My guess is that Darrell beats Deion, partly because he takes it more seriously on it. Darrell's very competitive. So is Prime, but Prime's out there doing pizza commercials. I think Darrell beats him, by a stride. What's that on the clock? I don't know today on their numbers. I think that they're both under 5 seconds. There's no doubt of that, even at this age. But I think they're probably 4.6, 4.7. Maybe 4.7. Darrell will scream if I say he's a 4.7. Come on, Darrell, you're 61 years old. That's still faster than 99% of the people on earth. It's just an interesting guy. Darrell's had a great career, 20 years in the NFL, and he's had a great after career, does so many charitable projects, works in so many areas with people. So does Deion. Deion does a lot of work too. They're both very special guys. And I'd say, come on, guys. Line up. Let's see how this works. Maybe NBC, they play it at the halftime, or maybe play during the Kentucky Derby or something. They don't do this anymore. They used to do the Battle of the Network Stars, which Darrell was proved to be the fastest guy around. They did this back in the 70s. They made people from all different athletes compete against each other. And, it was a comedy of sorts, but it was interesting for us back then. Bring that back. But, now everybody makes too much money. They would never gamble getting hurt in something like this. It probably contracts prevent it. So I don't think we'll ever get to see this. But, hey, Darrell and Deion are both, free agents now in life. Love to see them do it. All right, so my pick, Darrell Green beats Deion Sanders by, so much. And another great story I tell all the time. I have a lot of these. This is the exclusive content on YouTube. So I only have it here. But, you know, on Twitter and Facebook, you can see my Rick Snider's Washington during the weekdays. Talk about whatever's topical on here. And then after you get done with that, come back over here and watch the YouTube channel and see some of these interesting things, where I can have a few more minutes to talk about it than I do on the other venues. All right, that's it. I'm Rick Snider for Rick Snider's Washington. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.